If I had to give up one...
For me, that was a video that made me think, wow, like, what a watch collection.
That is a very, very good question. I don't know.
Sold it?
Which is an early telltale sign.
I've got a lot of watches. So, I mean, like, some of the watches that I've got that are my... Do you know they don't make that many of these watches at all? I think they make something like 1,000 watches a year.
Yeah. Right, happy days, happy days. Oh, he's fucking up the set.
I've already done it, look at that. Sorry.
Welcome back, people. The rumours are true. Yes, I have been going to the gym, and yes, I do look massive.
That is not going in.
It is. Oh no, Johnny, no. Hi everybody, and welcome back to another video. Season 2 is well underway. We're currently in the middle of filming it. Lee was kindly invited by our good friend Phil Reid to come and do a podcast, so we thought, why not do a little video and show you the behind the scenes of that. Also in this video, you'll get to see Lee do his daily dealings as he's on the go. We've also been here, there and everywhere. Gary and Bobby have both been in Ireland. I've been to Barcelona to drop a watch off to a client, so has Lee. Lee's also been in New York, so there's plenty of good stuff to bring you in season 2. So before we jump into the video, please make sure that you like, comment and subscribe. Can't wait to bring you season 2, so make sure that you set your reminders so you don't miss a single episode. And yeah, let's jump into today's episode. Hope you enjoy it.
London, yet again. Second time in 2 weeks. Mate, Spain, New York, Belfast, Thursday, Barcelona. Hello, GMG.
I was curious, do you have a shop where one can come and see what you have in stock? Or?
Yeah, we have a shop in Liverpool, a boutique in Liverpool in the Liver building. We also have a shop in London around the back of Hatton Garden. What watch is it you want to see?
Ideally the Rolex Daytona, the Panda.
Yeah, we've got no Pandas left. We've sold 5 or 6 of them in the last week or so.
Maybe card and cash?
No, we don't accept cash, unfortunately.
Okay, so it would be, because this is probably for a friend of mine. He's coming in from overseas. He wants to buy it. Well, fine, thank you.
Keep me posted. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, cheers,
Bye-bye.
cheers, thanks. Bye.
Red flags, like, for example, like the red flag that appeared on that call then. That was a pretty obvious one to me, that, Johnny. I mean, when he says to me, can you take a debit card or cash, straight away, you know, when he says he's buying for a friend, straight away it raises a red flag. When you've been in this business as long as I have, you know every type of inquiry that comes in, you know if it fits, if the question fits the person, you know. So the best advice I can give anyone who wants to sell a watch to a watch dealer is be personable, be honest, be friendly, be real, be true. Tell them exactly what it is that you've got. Hi mate, you okay? So today is, we've been invited to go on Mr. Phil Reid's podcast, which I'm looking forward to, I'm excited about. Then I'm gonna go to pick up a white gold Daytona for a client, pick up a date that's just coming back from service. I need to drop into Rolex to pick up a watch that's been in Rolex for a service. Normal Monday standard. Gary went to Belfast this morning, everything went well. Probably home now, I don't know, might be back by, yeah, he's probably back by now.
So there we have it, Belfast and back all before midday. We've dropped off a couple of Cartier bracelets and also some diamond jewellery. Client was made up, hoping to get some more business in the future. I'm back off to the office now to get some more work done, so let's check out what the other guys have been up to. See you soon.
And Bobby's off to Dublin on Tuesday night, tomorrow night, so I've got to get stuff ready for him. So I'm thinking 33 in the trade. I don't know if I'll get it though. I don't think I would. I think I'd get 32.5. So put minimum trade 32.5, even though I don't want to take that because I think you could retail it for 35, take 34 retail. So right now we're looking for Pepsi Jubilee, green Daytona 2017 or 18, a Skydweller black Jubilee, but I think I found that. 2020 Skydweller about to be sold. That would be nice. She bought a couple of watches off me. Customer confidence is back in the market, which is good. I think Christmas came at the right time, and that encouraged people to buy. And then I think the people that were buying then saw that they're not losing money and that they bought much better than they could have bought 7, 8 months ago, 9 months ago. Yeah, hopefully like this, slow and steady. You know, slow and steady is the right way it should be. I think the way it was going for 2 years, it went up too quick.
Yeah.
and ultimately something like that has to come crashing down, and that's kind of what it did. Oh, is this an offer? Nice sub nose 8, looks new, nice full set. You can see the white tag behind already. Now I'd want to be paying about 9 to 9.5 grand for this. Try and sell it for 10, 10.5. That'd be a nice sort of stock item. I haven't got a no date in stock either, but let's just see what year. Please tell me it's a 22. 21 it looks like. See if we can get a deal done on it. Adele, I've got a Hulk that's about to come in any minute. It's a 2018, it's getting sent up to Scotland, so do me a favour, when it comes in, have a little look at it, make sure it's all good, put it on the inventory and then get it out ASAP. I ordered a Hulk last week, I've been dying for this watch for a client, and it's literally on its way to me now.
In my hand here we have the Rolex Day-Date Olive in white gold, which has a reference of 228239. Now, the Day-Date was the first watch to indicate the day of the week spelt out in full, as you can see here. First release was in 1956 and only available in 18 karat gold or platinum. The vast majority of these beautiful watches come on presidential bracelets, which is my favourite bracelet from Rolex, which was created for the presidential figures and people with the utmost importance to wear. This particular model was launched in 2015 and has quickly become one of the most popular day-dates in this range. In 2015, the day-date range had a change in its bracelet pins, just as this model was launched. This bracelet has the new amended pins. The new pins are coated in ceramic. This is to stop the bracelet falling victim to the bracelet stretch, which can be seen in a lot of the older models. Now, if you don't know what this is, it's when you hold the watch to the side and it has a slight sagging to it. And normally at this point, you would need to get the bracelet repinned. This would give it back its firm structure. This normally happens to the presidential and jubilee bracelets, but can also occur in other bracelets after time. As with all day dates on this bracelet, it has polished inner links and side links with a satin finish on the shoulders of the links. This model's features include things such as a lift lock clasp, which blends into the bracelet, making it look seamless, a fluted bezel, a double dot crown. This indicates that the watch is gold and has a twin lock. It also has a caliber of 3255, giving it a 70-hour power reserve. The price point of this watch is £39,000 to £41,000, depending on location and condition. This watch is actually available with us today for £39,500 and is a 2021 model. It was actually dated on the 6th of November 2021, as seen in the card, and is brand new and unworn. If you're interested in this watch, then please drop us a message today and one of our members of staff will come back to you and take care of you.
I'm pretty sure Phil Reid swam this, you know. I've seen in one of his videos. How's things? You okay?
Yeah, good to see you, man.
Yeah, and you, mate. Yeah, good. Did you swim that? You swam that, didn't you? Yeah. Not in this weather, though. For me, it's not about money, it's about being busy. But the truth is, I like to do 10 deals a day, and it's not because I want to make 10 deals worth of money. I just want to be busy. I want to be looking for watches, I want to be finding them, I want to be buying them, and I want to be dealing. That's what I do it for. I bought 2 Pateks, I bought a ladies.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's nice.
You don't see these too often.
Not at all, mate.
Do you sell
really well.
Women's watches?
Really well. With women's stuff, I like them to say what they want, and then I can then source it or get it for them straight away. Mate, you get away with it. Yeah, honestly. And then this is what I was going to wear.
Yeah, the FP Jean's intrigued.
Yeah.
It's really intrigued me.
Well, you know what, mate, honestly.
I've been wondering.
I've never owned one, and I got it the other day.
I know what this is.
Yeah, it's stunning, isn't it?
I know it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's the Tantalite Elegance, and they do it in titanium and Tantalite. And there's just not, you just don't see them that often. No, very kind of, I don't want to say rare, but it's definitely, you know, they don't make enough of these watches for them to be common. How many cameras? Because now I feel under even more pressure. Fuck me.
4 cameras.
A conversation, Johnny. I'm sitting here with 4 cameras, 2 lights and 2 mics. There's no chilled conversation.
Right, happy days. Oh, he's fucking up the set.
I've already done it, look at that.
Right, we'll just get into it. So,
Yeah.
hey guys, today we have Lee from GMG Watches.
Hi.
On my sofa. He's very nervous. I don't know why you're nervous.
I don't know, maybe because I haven't had a camera in front of me for a while. It's been 3 or 4 weeks. And
You'll do fine. All we're going to do is just talk about watches. You're good at that.
That's
so,
good. It's a topic I know.
It is a very, very good topic that you know. So yeah, I just thought we'd talk about the watch market, how business is for you. How has the last 12 months been for you?
Very difficult.
Be honest, go on.
No, it's been difficult because you're faced with so many different, so many different issues. I mean, it started off brilliant. January, February was great. March was okay until that sort of fateful day when it just kind of all of a sudden, overnight, just died. I mean, I wish I would have known then what I know now. But you know what? Yeah, it died. I don't think it crashed per se, but I think it died. I think everyone panicked and dumped their stock and watches, and that then created even more drama. But I'd like to say now we've got through most of that, and 2022 probably finished okay.
From like an outside point looking in, the perception of GMG and you guys is that you're this really well-established business, doing super well, I'm sure, financially, and the business is very successful. But you've only been in business for how many years?
Unofficially, I started watch dealing probably 2015, 16, but officially 2018, and then really, 2018 was when we set up our Instagram account. So we weren't really, before GMG per se, I didn't use Facebook, I didn't use Instagram. That was my brother that got us involved with that.
I thought you guys were, 20, 25, 30 years.
No, fuck. God.
That's what it seems, like.
Don't get me wrong, look, I think the watch game, if you were lucky enough to get into the watch game pre-COVID as we were, you would have learned a lot more than the COVID days, because the COVID days were really, it's easy to sell a product that you buy for 10 grand and sell for 11, that's just easy. But when you actually, when I first started, there was no such thing as WhatsApp groups. They did exist, one or two of them, but it was a privilege to be in them.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. I remember the first time I got invited into a group, and it only had like 30 people in it, and still one of the guys to this day I'm still really, really good friends with. The other dealers, or so-called dealers that were in that group, I've no idea where they are or what they do now. I literally wouldn't have a clue. But that WhatsApp group, I remember it was a privilege for me to be asked to be in it and to be put in it. And I think then, I got into one or two more. And again, it was a privilege. And that's when I really got to understand a bit more about the market, because that's where they would talk watch talk. Yeah. This was the stuff I was learning. I knew it, but I didn't understand it. Sure. And then I guess WhatsApp, as you probably know, it kind of escalates everything, because the WhatsApp chat goes on and on and on till 1, 2 in the morning every night. And that's when you miss a deal. You miss a deal at 1 o'clock in the morning, you're gutted. Someone else gets that watch that's $1,000 cheaper, and I feel like, like I missed out. So the thing, do you know what the funny thing is for me when we first started doing YouTube? We were doing, was it episode 2 when we did the RM? I bought the RM, sorry. I bought an RM 10 Rose in the office in Hatton. Yeah. And when the guy left, I said to Johnny, I was like broke down. I was like, oh my God. I said, I just talk so much shit. And Johnny was like, do you know how interesting it is to people that don't know about RMs? Yeah. And I was like, but it just sounds boring to me. Yeah. Because to me, it's just second nature. I just go and waffle on, and it's like, and then he was like, and then I think we got to the end of episode 2, and he was like, people don't even know what a panda is. But you're saying panda every 5 minutes. And I'm like, see, to me, it's just normal.
Like the most basic thing that we...
It's just normal, yeah. If I say to someone, have you got any pandas? They know what I'm talking about. They don't mean a panda bear, but
Last question.
Sure.
What's on your wrist?
I'm glad you asked. FP Jaune Elegant. It's tantalite. Yeah. Not titanium, and it's... do you know they don't make that many of these watches at all? I think they make something like 1,000 watches a year, which compared to like Patek, that's like 80, 90,000, Rolex, it's like over 1 million. Yeah. RM, I think, is something like 10,000, 8,000. They make 1,000 watches a year. So I think coming into this country is probably like 2 of them a year. So it's not... Yeah, it's a very rare, unique piece.
Cool watch, really cool watch, I like it.
I love it, yeah. So I'm kind of not wanting to sell it, but of course, like everything, it's for sale, I'm sure, at the right price, to the right buyer, yeah.
Do you have a personal watch collection, or do you just kind of pick and choose what you
want? I started life as a collector, so no.
What have you got? This is my last question. What is your personal watch collection?
I've got a lot of watches. So I mean, like, some of the watches that I've got that are my sort of, not my go-to watches, but my favourite watches. Things like my green Daytona, platinum Daytona. I've got a lot of old Kermits, Pepsis, Cokes. Yeah. I've got other old collectibles, Explorers, Subs, Hulks. Yeah. So the thought of buying something like this, it's like, I want to collect it, I want to put it away, but really someone's going to come along and say, right, I'll give you whatever the price is, and I'm going to say yes. Yeah. So as much as I want to keep it, I'll keep it for the moment until someone says, yes, I'm going to buy it. So.
Hello, Jonathan. What do I have for you today? So, we've got this little beauty, which has come into us on consignment. We've got this, which is a day date, yellow gold, worn by Tony Soprano. And funnily enough, I've got this, which is a Sundust style Daytona with baguettes. Lovely watch. That is available today, 45,500. So that's available today. And then in this box here, which I won't show you, I've got a James Cameron, which I'm hand delivering to a client this evening. I'm going to take it to him, let him try it on. If he needs any links taken out or anything like that, obviously I'll do that for him there and then. But yeah, that's what I've got today. What's come in, what's going out. Another busy day.
So Phil got to interview me in his podcast, which I truly enjoyed, and don't ask me to do it again, but yeah, it was good fun. And I wanted to ask him a few questions. I wanted to try and flip the switch a little bit and see, from Phil's point of view, how he's found the world of watches in the last, year or two?
Yeah. It's been good. I started my business because I wanted to get out of the corporate world and get out of the rat race. So for me, it's been amazing. I didn't start to make loads of money.
No.
I just started just to do my own thing, be free, financially free, and just have fun. Because anyone that gets into watches, most people, maybe not the last year, but pretty much everyone has a passion for watches. Yeah. And I did, and I have all my life. Yeah. So for me to be doing this now is unreal. To see a new watch every day, every week. Still excites me. I still get giddy when I see new watches.
You like the fact that when you buy a watch, it's like a new present, a new toy that you can't keep.
Yeah, but it's like it's an obsession. You become addicted to it, and you talked about it in my video. Like it's not for the money. No. Yes, there can be good money in it, but it's not the reason why I got into it.
Yeah, Johnny said to me before, and when I was in the car, I can be on my phone anywhere in the world and just be working and making a sale, making a deal, and so yeah, I do enjoy that as well. I was interested. So, what was your first watch?
Personally, my first watch was a Omega Seamaster. Okay, nice. My dad had a Blue Dial Seame, and
do you still have it?
I don't know. I sold it. which is an early telltale sign that I was probably going to get into it. Yeah. Because I sold it. I bought it the first year of uni. I spent all my student loan on a watch. Yeah. And then a couple of years later, sold it. Got a Coke, GMT Coke. Sold it. Got a Hulk.
Okay. So you were trading early on.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So it was always in me, and I started making YouTube videos about watches, and then I was like, hang on, let me see if I can monetize this. Yeah. And then I bought my first ever business watch. I bought a Black Dial Daytona, which was I think it's 24K.
I like the way you announced to the world, today I'm officially a watch dealer. And I quite like that.
And a lot of what I do on social media is clickbait. It's it's to get people to click and who is officially a watch dealer? Do you know what I mean? It doesn't mean anything.
No, but look, you've got 35,000 subscribers. That is phenomenal, by the way. I mean, it's achievable. It's an achievement in itself. I don't know what your end goal is. I don't know what you're planning. I don't know where you want to be.
Yeah, I don't know. I enjoy documenting what I do. Okay. I enjoy just sharing my experiences and what I go through, and people take value from that. Yeah. The numbers, again, even followers, I actually don't really enjoy social media. I don't like being on my phone all the time.
Do you have a personal account?
Instagram. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a personal account.
Do you use it?
No, not really. I do. I just don't want to be on my phone. No. And it annoys me sometimes that all the business that we do is on the phone.
Yeah, completely.
So yes, it can allow you to be free, but also I'm just I just want to put my phone down. Yeah. But it comes with the job. But
YouTube or selling watches? Look, where in a year, 2 years' time, do you see yourself more as a watch dealer or more as a YouTuber?
That is a very, very good question, and I think if I had to give up one, I think based on longevity and the rest of my life, I would say YouTube.
You would give up YouTube?
I would keep YouTube.
You would keep YouTube, okay.
And that's because I feel like I can always make money doing something. Okay. But for me, YouTube is the most fun thing I do. It allows me to be creative.
Absolutely.
And a lot of people will be like, yeah, fucking of course. He's never been a watch dealer, blah, blah, blah.
No, not at all.
But I can see 5-10 years, like you did with your previous business. I can imagine just doing something else when the time is right. So I think YouTube is an attachment of me. And I don't think I'll ever stop it. So
You're very good at it. You enjoy doing it, and that's what YouTube is about. It's about expressing yourself, and if people want to watch that, they will do. And I also think the haters, they want to hate, fine, but I don't see you getting up there and doing it.
yeah,
You
and,
know?
It's easy to hate, isn't
Yeah.
it? And
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
And it's the hate that I get, I feel, is always from someone who isn't doing that well in their life,
Yeah.
or is
Yeah.
insecure in their life in some way. They're unhappy in some way.
I just think, you know what, I think you're always, like you say, you're always going to get, haters actually, you can turn that the other way and say that there's actually a love rather than a hate there. Because if you had to take the time and trouble to hate, there's got to be something there that you like, you know?
It used to bother me a little bit. I don't know how you've experienced it now you're on YouTube, but sometimes you'll get a comment, it's like...
Yeah, I think for us, so firstly, I think we've only had a couple of negative comments, but we've had so much positive. I mean, we're way smaller than you and way newer than you, but we've had so much positive that I just take that on board, and we're going to do it regardless, and I'm sure you're going to do it regardless, exactly, so best watch you've ever bought and sold? Not for the money.
My favourite watch that I've sold. That's a good question. Do you know what?
Go on.
It's a yellow gold GMT.
Okay, nice.
Green dial.
Green dial, yeah, good, yeah, lovely.
For me, that was one that I was like, I'm never
a little bit of
selling.
history to that watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Really, really cool watch, and it was that watch that I sold was the first. It was the first serial year, so it was the first year that was in production as well. So
Nice.
I was like, I'm keeping it.
You had the privilege to meet Luxury Souks, who is absolutely mad as a box of frogs. And he's really starting to do something big now on Instagram, and I think most probably YouTube, although I haven't watched. But what was that like? I mean, because for me, I watched that video, and I didn't really know you then. I didn't really even watch your videos that much then. But for me, that was a video that made me think, wow, like what a watch collection, to be in front of probably the biggest watch dealer in the world with the biggest watch collection. I think he opened a drawer and said to you, there's like 5 million quid in this drawer alone, and they didn't even look at it, and it was...
I have, even to this day, like, that experience was probably...
Pinch yourself.
It was... It's hard for me to find words, because he had like vaults, like 3 vaults and like 10 drawers, and each drawer had probably like 30 watches.
Unbelievable.
He'd have like an RM drawer, an AP drawer, and he just kept going, like pulling more watches out. And then he said something. He was just like, "Oh, but this isn't everything because I can't overwhelm my customers." And I was like, "What do you mean this isn't everything?" He was like, "Yeah, I can't show them too much, otherwise they'll feel a certain way." And I was
What's on your wrist?
I have a lady's watch on my wrist. This isn't mine. This is definitely your watch with all the diamonds. But a lady's
Patek 5268.
5268 rose gold, diamond bezel. It's a nice watch and it fits me perfectly, and it kind of lends itself perfectly to my feminine wrists. So I thought I'd put it on for the video. Beautiful watch.
Yeah.
And I said before, I was like, I would wear this.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I would legit wear that watch.
Yeah.
I can get away with it, I think.
Do you know what? It does suit you.
It does, doesn't it? I like it. It's really cool. But yeah, happy days. But yeah, I'm sure we'll do more deals.
Well, thank you very much for your time, and appreciate being on your video as much as you being on ours. So.
I appreciate it. Like and subscribe to GMG Watches right now. I'm not even joking.
Subscribe. Johnny will put the link in.
Right now. You have to do it.
So how did it go then?
It went okay. I enjoyed it, to be honest with you. So we just did the podcast with Reid. And he asked me a lot of questions, and I think he got 20 minutes of non-stop talking out on me. But yeah, it was, he's a lovely lad, and you know what, he's got a lot to say, and I managed to flip it on him and ask him a few questions for our video, which was good. Had to do a bit of Ciaran-esque, and I'm looking forward to season 2 now, because this has got me back in the whole buzz of filming. And I think, I know what we can do, and I want to see us do it even better, so please subscribe, please subscribe to the channel, follow us, like it, and let us know what you want to see. Now we're going to Hatton Garden because I've got to go and get a white gold Daytona, a Pepsi that I've just bought. I've got to get a date just polished, which is there being polished, so I've got to collect it. And I've got to drop a Patek in for a polish and a new strap. So yeah, let's go.
Nighttime, you and I, we come alive. We come alive. We come alive.
Drop 2 watches, collect 1. Get a dial. 2 things down. Picked up a nice dial there that I needed. Picked up a watch that was just been polished. Now we're getting an Uber to Rolex service centre, and then we're done.
We come alive.
Hi mate, you okay?
Nighttime, you and I, we come alive. We come alive.
So that's the end of the video. We hope you enjoyed it. Hang on. Can't work in these conditions. So we hope you enjoyed this video. As I said, season 2 is coming very, very soon. So make sure that you keep your eye on our YouTube and our Instagram to find out when the first video is being released. Please make sure that you're liking and commenting and subscribing every time we release a video. It really helps us out as we try and grow bigger and bigger and bring you bigger and better content. So yeah, we'll see you soon for season 2, episode 1.
Where I like to spend most of my days, just chilling out, Max, and selling some watches. Okay. As you can tell, rapping ain't my strong point, Johnny.